I'm immediately hearing your spirit team be like, why are you playing with yourself? Why? I mean, why have you not betted on yourself yet? Why have you not believed in yourself yet? Why have you not taken steps to show yourself that you truly love yourself, you care about yourself, you believe in yourself, you like yourself, you want to work with yourself? You know how people always like, the universe is conspiring in my favor, the universe is conspiring in my favor, God is conspiring in my favor, whatever it is. Are you conspiring in your favor? Are you working in your favor? Are you thinking in your favor? Are you doing these things? You don't expect so much of an outside source to do something that you don't even recognize that you can do for yourself, and hold yourself to that standard, to that mold, to that energy. So if you're recognizing that, if you're seeing that, spirit is like really like, why are you expecting us to see something in you? And it's like, and not in that way, but it's like you're expecting us to see it in you. Like we're gonna affirm you or reassure you or like, thank you. You're expecting the universe, God, energy, so forth, whatever, to plant the seed of self-belief, of faith, of trust, of intuition, of betting on self, of your creative energy, of your light, all of that. You're expecting them to plant that seed inside of you and then you'll water it. But it's like, no, you have to plant that seed inside of you and everything else will water it. So it's like, don't sit around waiting when you are the farmer of your soil, your energy, your life, and all these things. Don't expect that. Why are you playing yourself? Why are you not playing yourself at all? For some of you, just not even in the game, in the realm, in the vicinity. And so it's just like, why are you taking the long way around? Because I mean, why are you taking the long way around? Not the scenic route. You're just taking the long way around. And it's still your path. It's still your journey. You know me. It's your life. You're living it. It's your life. There's no rule book. But if you're not recognizing that it's your life, there's no rule book. It's all for you and how it's all set up and how it's meant to be. Sorry, they're closing up apparently. Let's pull some cards and then we'll go ahead and leave. I ain't trying to get nobody in trouble, but we're gonna finish this message that Spirit got for you. Okay? Okay. Yeah. Spirit, what do you have for them as we close this out to get out of their hair? Because when I was sitting over there was no problem. All of a sudden, I'm sitting over here, there's a problem. Got it. Be weird. Strength. You have your own strength. Leo energy. Recognize yourself. This could have been something that you have to recognize yourself and believe in yourself and have the strength that you have. Because if you think about it, if you're trying to connect with an outside source of spirit, that's your own power. That's your own belief. That's your own intuition. That's your own strength. That's your faith. That's you pulling that in. That's you connecting that. That's you communicating that. So once you start realizing that and recognizing that and all of its means and all of its glory that you are connecting with spirit, that will let you know that you have your own power, your own source, your faith, this energy, this understanding. And so when you start to live in that energy, live in that belief, even if it starts with words, even if it's just affirmations, even if it's just setting a bedtime routine to show your body that you care about it getting a proper sleep, even if it's just eating a vegetable, like certain things that you can just show yourself. I truly care about myself. I love myself. I respect myself. I'm saying no to things I don't want to do. That's starting there. I'm trusting when I want to wear certain clothes. But you have to believe and start betting, because it's like, if you're always waiting on a resource to create a project, you're never going to create the project. If you're always waiting on a voice to listen to your music, you're never going to hear your own voice. If you're always waiting on a person to do a reading for, you'll never hear spirit to do a reading. You get what I'm saying? So you have to really trust and believe in yourself and all the recognition. Be the fucking fool. Be the fool. You have to be the fool for yourself, okay? What final cards do we have so I can get out of this woman here and I'm going to go bother my sister? Yeah, 8 of Wands. It's coming in quick. If you've been feeling like, how do I do it? How do I set it up? It's coming in. It's coming in. Information is coming in, yeah. If you've been struggling financially or with housing, and you feel like I can't focus on myself because of that, you're coming out of that energy quick, fast, and in a hurry. The star card right on top of it. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. You're going to get some messages and information and realize that, because I feel like you've been limiting yourself in what you are worthy of, the blessings that you can receive, the peace that you can have, the serenity, the confidence about it. You've been kind of diminishing yourself because of this. You've been putting your worth to outside things again. So you really have to go inside of self, internal, Aquarius energy, Leo energy. That's funny. They're literally sister signs of being seen, of being weird, of doing things different, of doing things out of the norm, of recognizing that. So, yeah, pulling that in is that sense of stability. Anything else, Spirit? Yeah. King of Wands and King of Swords, King of Cups. You're stepping into the regality of what you are, an authority, of knowing your personal power and setting that personal power. It's not going to make you demanding or demeaning over other people, but it's going to recognize yourself. And when you release this burden with the Ten of Wands, you're picking up blessings with the Nine of Cups. You're picking up abundance. Like I said, you've been limiting yourself because of your own Two of Pentacles. You've been limiting yourself because of the outside views, because you're giving your outside power away because of this outside energy. And so once you recognize that and become the forefront focus of that, baby, you're unstoppable. You hear me? I'm sorry I had to wrap this up quicker, but I already had a long day, and I can tell my Scorpio energy is coming out, and I might be a little snippy, okay? And I'm also on my period, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull a final card for you. Yeah, Ten of Cups. Blessings, abundance, but you have to see yourself in this picture. You have to see yourself as this, as worthy, as prosperous, as lovable, as considerate of care, as considerate of joy. You have to. Again, even if it's starting with setting the bedtime, doing your daily work, you have to think about yourself, okay? All right. I love you. Love yourselves more. Let me get out of this lady hair. And I love you. Till next time.